Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Wednesday, February 17th, 2016. Ra here in the Lynn-Life, Jack in the Jamie Body Mind, other teammates in other dimensions, most of us in the subatomic, and most of us in the physical. Our work so far today has been disturbed almost every step along the way with a combination of presences who are pretending that they're confused about where their assignments are when that's impossible given all the publicity that that topic has received. They're not confused. And in addition, with presences who are using Search for Truth facilities to send personal messages, and again, this has been also widely publicized, and these presences cannot possibly be confused. That's not realistic.
That's true.
There's something else going on there. We still intend to do the work that is ours to do. The assignment for the Search for Truth pillar is to upgrade the standards of integrity to that which will actually work to manifest the divine plan. As always, our foundational intention is to do what is ours to do right now in all dimensions to manifest the divine plan. The data quite clearly showing what's needed is to provide a collective restart. Some element of the hierarchy above, having noticed it wasn't coming together without deadlines, has begun the process of assigning deadlines to this project. We don't know what the next deadline is, we don't know what the next assignment is, but we know there is another deadline and there is another assignment.
That's true.
And with that, the videoed portions of today's efforts begin. Knowing that the videoed cameras in higher dimensions are always running. We're all of us always being watched from above. And the law of cause and effect is real, and there is no escaping the consequences of our actions or our inactions.
How high will we have to reach to connect with a working divine delivery system?
That's such an interesting question.
That's
How
true.
high will we have to reach to connect with a working divine delivery system and to start to reach for it? Oh boy, what I'm noticing is that I'm almost afraid to reach up for the divine delivery system because I'm afraid to discover that there might not be a working divine delivery system on any level anymore.
That's true.
But if there isn't, it would be good information to have.
That's true.
We know there isn't. What do I know? We know there is not a working divine delivery system anywhere near the subatomic physical dimension levels that we currently have operations inside of.
That's true.
Nothing even remotely close. And that doesn't really scare us. It's a bummer. It's just the way it is.
That's true.
And now, what difference would it make if there weren't a divine delivery system that worked in larger levels? What difference does it really make?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, it does make a difference.
It does. I can feel that it does make a difference.
Because part of our efforts have been to bring awareness to larger and larger, higher and higher levels, searching for someone who actually has, and we've worded it many different ways.
That's true.
Has access to a takedown button that works, is one way we said it. But who has access to a working divine delivery system? That's what we're fundamentally saying.
That's true.
And if that's a waste of time, it would be good to know.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's check with COSA and Thing 1. There is some amount of soul flow coming through those red tail light people that we've been directing over there for, I don't know, how long. We've tried to get them to go there for about 24 hours now. And there's a tiny little amount of traffic. It's like a country road where there's very little traffic. Or I'm confused.
Yeah, that feels true. Every so often a car passing.
Yes. It's very peaceful.
Very peaceful.
It's kind of like cornfields in Illinois.
Yeah,
Whoa,
that's true.
There goes a car. How lovely.
You can sit on the fence and wait a while before the next car.
Yes.
That's actually how it feels.
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Where are all those others going?
Right. Where are they going?
Well, ask the
not
wrong
really the
question, get the wrong answer.
That's true.
What now, in order to support the project known as Thing One in living his soul plan, and absolutely nothing but his soul plan?
That's true.
What? I understand that you don't want me to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. You people who are hogging our message meter are not what matters most.
That's true.
What matters is fulfilling the assignments that we have been given by some element of the hierarchy above, because integrity matters more than we think it does, and we're all beholden to our soul contracts, sacred vows to spirit, to manifest the divine plan right now, no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do. And we're given a series of assignments, all of us are, that take us from every moment to where we're supposed to be in our soul plan. Item by item by item, moment by moment by moment, there's something that's right in front of each of us that's for us to do. And the project known as Thing One is no exception.
That's true.
He too has something in front of him in every moment that he's supposed to be doing, and he has an abysmal hit rate. He is almost never doing what he's supposed to be doing.
That's true.
And our assignment is to practice with him. He's a perfect representation of someone who's resistant to his soul plan. Everything in all that is seems to, by and large, be affected by oppositional defiant disorder. Perhaps infected is a better word than affected. Infected by oppositional defiant disorder. What's under the Band-Aid? The hidden truth is, I don't want to do it. I don't want to live my soul plan. And so the project known as Thing One is an absolutely perfect practice ground for our team to get some practice in how does one manifest a divine plan in an environment of resistance. Well, one of the important aspects of that recipe is to ignore distraction.
That's true.
To keep the focus where it needs to be. So rather than asking what's happening to the people who are supposed to be going there, which is definitely distraction,
that's true.
We're going to merge in with the Search for Truth team in Thing One. Become aware through the miracle of the merge of what's happening there, drawing our channels ever higher, ever higher, ever higher to someone who is giving helpful advice in fulfilling this assignment right now, and say, what now?
What now?
What do I know? I know that those red tail lights are very sporadic.
That's true.
And therefore we can't look above for help. It isn't really coming in any kind of effective way.
That's
and
true.
Therefore stretching downward remains more important than stretching upward.
That's true.
In the Search for Truth pillar, the assignment is to open down to truth, which propels all of us forward on our soul plans.
That's true.
And it's possible that we can focus. Well, that's incorrect. I know we're supposed to stretch both directions in Thing One, mainly so the top of the pillar of Thing One is high enough that we aren't harassed.
That's true.
Because the closer that pillar top is to being visible from above the clouds, the better. The clouds being the clouds of untruths that the divine delivery system used to blow away. The divine wind used to blow these away, but the divine system started collapsing 3, 4, 5 years ago, and about 2 years ago really just pretty much stopped running, and the clouds have been building up. It's kind of like how the jet stream has collapsed, or is collapsing with global warming.
That's true.
Same phenomenon. And so now here in Florida, where we never used to have pollution days because the jet stream would just blow it out to sea, now we have pollution days. You'd think we're living in Cleveland or Pittsburgh.
That's true.
Some days. It's the same. The divine delivery system used to blow away these lies, and now it doesn't. So having the Thing One Search for Truth pillar reaching as high up through the clouds as possible makes it easier for the cowards and lazy people upstairs
That's
to
true.
see it, and harder for them to pretend that they have to bother us instead.
That's true.
Or more embarrassing for them to pretend that they have to use us instead. More clearly a violation of divine law.
That's true.
There's no excuse for that. It wouldn't pass the reasonable man test, which is a standard in law. Would a reasonable man do that? No.
No.
No. Therefore, bad intent is presumed.
That's true.
So that's why stretching longer in both directions is important. And I see Kosa, it's like her eyes are clearing. She was confused about why we were stretching taller. Now, help might come from below, and so to stretch deeper into the subatomic, smaller and smaller, deeper and deeper into truth, intending to reach truth that can, I guess, propel thing one into his soul plan.
That's true.
Propel thing one into his destiny.
That's true.
That would be a likely intention that would work for the project known as Thing One, Search for Truth Community. Kosa, it's really nice to work with someone who isn't delusional and who isn't lazy and who isn't a coward.
It's true.
The day after one deadline has passed is the perfect day to really do a shift change. So all presences who have been working in the project known as Thing One, let's take as our working theory that all of them will need to rotate through the Search for Truth pillar for continuing education, so to speak, and we don't do it all at once because that would be disruptive.
Disaster. That's true.
But perhaps a third at a time, send a third at a time.
That could be.
Maybe a half at a time. Let's start. It feels like it's more than a third that really needs to be here right now, but maybe less than a half. And so
Yes.
let's sort the team members in the Search for Truth community of the project known as Thing One for the half that need continuing education the most,
Yes.
to draw them into the approach tunnel right now, and the half that need continuing education the least, to leave them staffing the Search for Truth pillar. And then maybe after this we can rotate in thirds.
That's true.
It helps. It's better.
It does feel better.
Much better.
Feeling better.
It's amazing how clearing the herd can make a difference. Clearing the dead wood
That's
and
true.
clearing those who have become actively unhelpful.
That is true.